My cancer experience and the experience that I'm going to share with you here is actually been a gift to me. And what I've done through these tough times is I've stayed myself. I've stayed who I am. I've worked hard. I'm living my dream. I'm creating videos. A couple weeks ago, I was hired by, I don't know, the small company called Google. Google had me do a little a promotional video for them. You're going to see a little clip of it here in a second. And you're going to see why they hired me, because when I direct people, I like to make everybody laugh and keep everything relaxed. Zero history of any cancer in my family. I said, my doctor, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about prostate cancer. He said, that doesn't matter with prostate cancer. So it's one of the crappy things about prostate cancer is that it's like a snowflake. We're all snowflakes. We're all different. There's a lot of stuff to learn. There's no definites. Come on, give me a break. When I was diagnosed during the time when we went to do the biopsy, we had an appointment with the urologist. I had the nurses and I had all the patients and I had everybody in that office in complete hysterics, even though, I'm going through this horrible thing. And my doctor walked in, and he was a gruff guy. He didn't do my surgery. He's Dr. Worry down at Good Sam. And he walked in, and I thought he was mad at me at first. He said, Mr. Hennessy, do you realize that your behavior alone could boost your immune system 20%? My feeling is, we all look into these, there's a lot of great medical advances, and they're all fabulous. But I think attitude and being yourself should be a part of the healing process. I heard that in lieu of radiation treatments, they're going to be doing kryptonite treatments. My daughter Hannah, my wife is right there, stand up, Betsy, you're going to see in her video. My daughter Hannah was due on December 7th of 2009. She decided to come on September 1st of 2009. I was on my way to Stanford, and Betsy called me up and said, in the meantime, everything with her pregnancy had been fabulous. She said, I had a lot of pain last night. The doctor said that we need to go to the hospital. So I was like, okay. I turned around, I called up Stanford, told them I wasn't going to be able to come. We kind of held hands and leisurely walked into the labor and delivery of Good Sam down in San Jose. And they laid Betsy in the bed, they did some tests. And the woman said, it's going to take about 10 or 15 minutes to get these tests back. In the meantime, she said, I'm going to do an exam. And she reached down and did an exam of Betsy. And I'll never forget this scene, because if I had a camera, it was the perfect angle of the woman, the nurse's face, and Betsy's face. She lifted her head up and she said, I'm very sorry, but you're 9 centimeters. When I stood there on day 2, the doctor said, Mr. Hennessy, this was the head of the whole unit, Mr. Hennessy, your daughter's fighting for her life. And after everything I went through, it was like, am I really hearing this? My little girl is fighting for her life. The first 2 nights were the first time that I ever prayed myself to sleep, and it was really scary. And he said to me right then, as good as technology is, the best thing for Hannah right now is Mommy and Daddy's touch, Mommy and Daddy's voice, and Mommy and Daddy's scent. So every night from about 7 o'clock till about 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, the only thing you could do is stick your hand into the incubator, and when you made contact with the little with Hannah, she would go like that with her little, almost microscopic hand, and we would sit like that for hours. And I would sing to her, and I would pray to her, and I would talk to her. Every night I wore the same little lotion scent. And to be able to bond with your little kid 3 months before you're supposed to, man, you know what? It was some of the most brutal times of my life, but those were some of the best nights of my life. I'm not really sure why, just because I felt so connected to my little girl. And that's why I just tell you, man, when stuff happens, you just got to deal with it. You just got to rise up and do your thing. And finally, 3 months later, we were given the okay to take Hannah home. We were still scared for months, maybe even a year, before it was about 14 months, she finally started to look caught up and normal. And that Hannah today is she went from one of the sickliest babies in the Silicon Valley to today she is one of the healthiest. She is 4 years old. She'll be 5 on September 1st. She's starting kindergarten. And just the amazing thing about this kid, she is so passionate about everything she does. She's so passionate about life. And, you know, she loves people. And it's just an amazing thing, you know. My point is, I think with any kind of cancer or any kind of disease, and especially with prostate cancer and all the crap we have to go through to figure out what to do, I think you got to find out individually what works for you to make you feel good, to make you feel happy. What is the thing or the things that are going to make us stay focused and get through this? I'm excited to be alive. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to do what I'm doing. And I'll tell you guys, just keep excited about life and keep passionate about all the amazing things and your family. And, you know, we go to the ocean here once in a while. It's like 20 minutes away. There's so many gorgeous things to do. And every day that I'm here on the planet, I'm going to be doing stuff and enjoying and accomplishing. And, you know, I'm going to enjoy this ride while I'm here.
Then we can call it Mr. Hennessy and Mr. Tequila.
But one more thing. What we're going to have to do, if you do play the part, is we're going to have to surgically remove your entire head of hair. Anyway, guys, thank you so much.